Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. And let's just start as we always do with that wonderful opportunity of opening our hearts and just...
Let's take some slow, deep breaths to get into that peaceful, receptive state. So we breathe in slowly and deeply. We hold our breath. We breathe out. And then we hold our breath. Let's do that for a few more breaths. Now let's listen for our heartbeat. Our heartbeat, which is a pulse of light coming down through the silver cord from our mighty I Am presence, anchoring in our heart, giving us life. Let's just see and feel and bless that heartbeat. That heartbeat that anchors into that beautiful threefold flame, which is the anchorage of our mighty I Am presence within our physical bodies. Let's just connect with that beautiful flame as we sit in that expanded golden flame in the center, golden yellow flame of wisdom and illumination, perception and discrimination. We see our bodies in this beautiful, dazzling golden flame. To the right, we can see the pink flame, that glorious, dazzling pink flame of pure divine love. And then we see to the left of us that beautiful, expanded flame, that sapphire blue, bringing into us the feeling of the will, the power, the faith, and the protection from our mighty I Am presence. See and feel and bless this glorious light. Let's take our awareness now up through the top of our head, through the silver cord, to our mighty, beloved I Am presence. Let's see this glorious, all-powerful, all-knowing, all-loving presence smiling down on us. Our wonderful presence of God, I Am. And now we see in the center of our chest a beautiful golden sun forming, dazzling and brilliant like the noonday sun. The beautiful focus of light from our I Am presence. Open our hearts and send love and gratitude to our mighty I Am presence for beating our heart and giving us life. And now we see those rays from our beautiful sun in the center of our chest, dazzling and brilliant, billions and billions of rays, going forth and connecting up with each and every miniature sun in all the cells of our bodies, our 4 earthly bodies, all those little inner wakas receiving this expanded light. Let's feel the joy, the happiness, and the gratitude of each and every little inner waka of our 4 earthly bodies. Sense and see and feel that wonderful light saturating our earthly bodies. And now let's just fill our feelings with a feeling of love and gratitude. And let's call to the beloved Ascended Masters, the beloved Ascended Master David Lloyd, the great God of gratitude, to fill us, each one and all mankind, with this feeling, that light substance from the Ascended Master realm of gratitude and love. We see our beautiful suns turning a deep shade of pink with a golden radiance. Gratitude and love for all our many, many blessings. Gratitude and love to the great ascended hosts for these marvelous teachings. Gratitude and love for all our loved ones and our friends. Gratitude and love for our homes and our supply. Gratitude and love for all the many, many blessings that we receive daily on our earthly journeys. Gratitude to the great and beloved elemental kingdom, animate and so-called inanimate, the beauty and bounty of nature. God bless, love and thank them, each and every precious one. Gratitude to the beloved angels, and gratitude to all life on our beloved earth. And now we see these rays in this wonderful expanded state, forming a lattice of light, dazzling and brilliant. We see our entire earth folded in this glorious pink and golden light, saturating every part of life on our beloved earth, especially those parts of life that are never loved or thanked, with this wonderful gift, our opportunity of sending love, light, and gratitude to all life. And we just give deep, deep thanks for this.
Oh, thank you. And so, beloved Jenny Kling, are you, do you have a screen, beloved? Can you read for us the opening invocation?
Yes, I do have, and I would love to. Thank you.
Thank you, Jen.
Beloved presence of God, I am. It is thy life and intelligence that enables me to read and comprehend and absorb that which is required of me. For life, I am so grateful. Beloved Master Kuthumi, I ask for your feeling and your capacity to use this instruction for God's glory and mankind's comfort. We thank you. And now, great I am presence, take me within thyself. There instruct me and cause me to retain the full memory of these inner instructions. Thank you. From beloved Saint Germain.
Oh, bless you. Thank you so much, Jen. Lovely. Oh, and I thought I'd left it off. I suddenly remember I'd left out the last little bit here. Anyway, John. Oh dear, sorry about this. I've been a little bit busy down here. I'm back in Cape Town just for a week. But anyway, it's not a good excuse. But we have got John reading today, carrying on with the last chapter of the Magic Presence. And then the video is Sanat Kumara and the Earth's Crisis and Victory. It's just a wonderful one. I think we listened to it a couple of years ago. And Terry is going to read The Outer Mind Constantly Feeds the Consciousness with Truths, Half-Truths, and with Utter Folly. And we must be alert. This is from the beloved Maha Chohan from the Bridge to Freedom material. And I'm reading actually from beloved Saint Germain. And his just what he says about friendship is just absolutely lovely. Sorry that I missed that out, everybody. We're going to listen to John reading. Thank you.
Chapter 11. The last chapter of the Magic Presence by Godfrey Ray King. The True Messenger of Divine Service. Continued from last week, when Mr. Ballard, Bob, Rex, Pearl, and Nada attended a banquet with Saint Germain and 200 of the ascended hosts, with the great Divine Director as the guest of honor, and they are standing before him as he prepares to send them to the cave of light. Then the light became such a dazzling white that we were compelled to close our eyes. Presently, by an inner command of the Presence, we opened them. The great being before us was almost terrifying in the majesty and power that poured out from him. The ascended guests had disappeared, and we were left alone with this dazzling, celestial envoy of the Godhead. Then in a voice as gentle as a mother caressing her child, he said, "You are all, now and forever, a part of my love, light, and wisdom. I shall meet you in the cave of light in an hour." Then he drew the stream of light into himself and disappeared. "Come," said Chohan, and as we rose to our feet, we had no consciousness of weight and could have floated as easily as walked. We went to the lower floor, where I had passed through the door in my experience while in my finer body. In front of us was the door, just as I had seen it. Chohan placed his hand upon it. Slowly and steadily it opened, a massive, ponderous thing, weighing many tons. We went into a narrow passage, which suddenly became illumined by a soft white light that shone upon walls as smooth as though polished. We must have walked for nearly half a mile when we came to another door, less massive, but wonderfully carved in very ancient writing. It opened at Chohan's touch, and we entered a cave of wondrous beauty, similar to the second chamber in the Cave of Symbols in America, only much larger. This cave also contained those same symbols encrusted with a dazzling crystalline substance. Going still farther, we came to doors of solid gold. "Who seeks entrance here?" suddenly spoke a voice from the ethers, and Chohan answered instantly, "Children of the light, seeking more light, thy light, and its perfect use." "Speak the name," again commanded the voice. Together we spoke the word, and the doors of gold slowly began to open. Inside it looked like the white heat of a great furnace, and again the voice spoke. "All who enter here leave forever their earthly garments behind. Who dares to enter first?" "I will," Bob answered instantly, and the rest followed. 2 days and 2 nights later, we emerged from the eternal flame wearing our new bodies of immortal endurance. The inharmony of earth can never register within these permanently. As we came back into the reception hall of the palace, the great divine director with our beloved Saint Germain, Nada, and Daniel Rayborn were there to greet us. The great being addressed us. "Now your real service will begin. All but this brother," indicating me, "are to remain here in the Palace of Light for 1 year. You are now true messengers of the great white brotherhood."
Marvelous. Wow. And that cave of light. And we've had experiences where Norman was told by the great divine director of some of our cheetahs that passed on going to the cave of light. So just so wonderful. And now we're going to listen to these wonderful words from beloved Sinak Kamara. This is an address given by the beloved Lord Gautama to the Bridge of Freedom Cheelahs in August of 1953 through the light and sound ray. Beloved children of the one eternal God of light and life, how magnificent is the intensity of the light within your souls. That light enables, from within your own heartbeat, the petals of spiritual achievement and attainment to unfold from the tightly closed bud in which your immortal identity has, for century after century, slumbered. It has awaited the kiss of the spiritual sun, that it might arise and, through the inner pressure of its own majestic dignity, stand forth revealed. The master presence of God, the great I Am, choosing to wear for a moment in eternal time a garment of flesh, to wear it lightly and move forward as an emissary of the King of Kings, carrying mercy, light, and love to all manifest form. I breathe in the fragrance of your own unfolding God flame. Sweet is its essence in my nostrils, for it is many, many centuries since I have had contact with the outer consciousness of the peoples of earth. It is many hundreds of years since I closed the book of my earth life and entered into the heart of that realm of eternal peace, where it became my obligation, responsibility, and service to life to draw from the heart of the great Father, Mother, God of all of you that supreme love, by which universes, planets, as well as individual souls and selves are sustained. Here in the realm of the cosmic, I served with little remembrance of the world of form, drawing that love, breathing in the perfume of the eternal, absorbing the radiation of God himself, and through my own body directing it then into those who chose to be my representatives, the dispensers of those spiritual currents in the lower atmosphere of earth. Through the beloved Lord Maitreya, the beloved Master Jesus, the beloved Patrick, and the beloved Ramakrishna, and other blessed and dedicated sons and daughters of God, I was enabled to make the nature of God felt. Around those sanctified ones were drawn the life streams incarnate who wished to bathe in that one presence. Within the aura of those, my chosen, did the disciples and the cheeless taste of the blessing of nirvana, the glory of heaven, and learn something of the way thither. This was as far as I, by cosmic law, was permitted to go, in endeavouring to reach again the evolution of which you are a part, until one night, not so long ago, when from China there arose a call for mercy that came from the hearts of unascended beings, and made a note of sweetness through the cry of pain and agony which represented the sound that the earth and her people release into interstellar space. I heard that call for mercy, and on that very call, on that very music created by that desire for compassion, I came back into the world of form. Here I shall abide, endeavouring, through my own humble radiation, to give the assistance of my own life stream. May it enable each and every one who has professed, by their presence with us, a desire to become a way-shower, to earn that consciousness of peace and balance that abides within the pursuit of the middle way, and that infinite power and capacity to convey, through the energies of their own life streams, the quality and nature of God to their fellow men. Throughout my service to mankind, before and after my freedom, I have stressed always the power of radiation as the greatest teacher, the greatest pattern by which man might fashion his individual life. Words are cheap. Millions and millions of words have been spoken and written by sages, saints, and teachers from time immemorial. Millions and millions of words have been read by earnest seekers and aspirants, and joined by the accretion of the mental body, adding no whit to the spiritual nature of the self, but to the conducting of the qualities of radiation, which represent the nature of the one eternal God. There is always a way and means by which the millions and billions that belong to this evolution may not only be touched, but inspired and awakened from the soul sleep of the ages, and again encouraged to place their own feet upon the path and walk in serenity, in dignity, in balance, and in peace into the self-mastery which is preordained for all evolving life. Looking at the descending stream of electronic life, which forms your heartbeat, the most exquisite melody, the most divine music of the spheres, is incorporated in the release of those pure electrons that enter into your heart with such rapidity that millions and millions and millions of them are radiated forth from your body in the matter of a second by mortal count, and every electron comes to you with a song. It comes to you in exquisite beauty of form, containing within itself a pattern which is indicative of your own individualized God-self. A star, a cross, a dove, a flower, beautiful beyond limit, is within every one of those electrons. If they could only be suspended in their descent for a moment, that your fleshly eyes could look upon them, within every one of these electrons is all the potential power by which the Master Jesus healed the sick, raised the dead, transformed darkness into light, and himself manifested the mastery of ascension in the physical presence of 500 incarnate life streams. Look at that stream of light and feel for an instant the potential power that flows through you.
Oh, not once in a 24-hour period, not once in a lifetime, as you say in your world of form, but every instant. Millions of those electrons, qualified with that infinite power, pass into the control of your mental and emotional body and are absorbed greedily by those inner vehicles, pressed into distorted form, externalized into your own aura, and there remain to be redeemed by your own conscious endeavor one day. I would like to charge your consciousness with the realization of the power that flows through your heart, containing within itself all the power by which the universe was created, by which the stars are held in their orbits, and the whirling motion of the planets is sustained in rhythm, and the forward progress of the galaxy is directed through universal space. Feel that, O beloved friends. There is your open door to freedom. There is your healing, infinite and complete, without requiring that you bend the knee to any man. There is the teacher, which will unfailingly direct the intellect and move you forward in the right path through the use of your energy, while yet you remain in the world of form. There is the actual substance, which may, at your own discretion, become manifest as a requirement of any hour, for it is intelligent, it is obedient, it is pliable, it is ceaseless in its flow, and there is no limit as to how much you may draw or how you use it. I am told by the brothers that your live streams are interested in the blessing of the elemental kingdom. It gives me pleasure to point out to you that obedience is the key to your conscious control of substance and form. Oh, this great primordial life that fills this universe is the body of God himself, which flows ceaselessly from the great central source of the system. It is elemental but intelligent life. It is directed by the great Father of Light Eternal to respond and obey the consciousness which abides within the hearts and minds of mankind. This blessed elemental substance, therefore, becomes the servant of your thinking and feeling self, and rushes instantly into the obedient form of that which your mind designs out of the universal life. Then, as your feelings pass through it, it becomes a breathing entity that lives because you have invested it with the power of your own qualified energy. Beloved ones, in the use of these powers of the sacred fire, can you not visualize and feel this light? Let us take, for example, your ring pass knot, which in India is used so freely, and which now is coming into use in a limited degree in the Western world. As you, within your mind, consciously desire the protection from the passing vibrations of the mental and feeling world of mankind, you immediately set up a magnetic pull upon elemental life, and millions of tiny little beings, so infinitesimal that many of them could sit upon the head of one of your pins, respond to that magnetic call and endeavor to outpicture the thought form which you hold of a tube of light. They draw around you, standing shoulder to shoulder, to enfold you within that living tube of light. That tube, dear friends, is made up of living intelligences who sacrifice their freedom to dance in the sunshine and play in the grasses, that they may be for you a mantle of protective force. Have you thought that through when you so lightly say, "Enfold me now in my mighty magnetic electronic tube of light"? Have you thought that intelligent life has chosen, in obedience, to relinquish its freedom and to stand in the questionable safety of your aura? Yet that is so. These blessed beings at your direction form a wall, and with their own bodies repel and press away from the thoughts and feelings that flow through the lower atmosphere of the psychic and astral realms, which forms the habitation of your flesh. Then, perchance, if you be endeavoring to experiment with the protective power, you may choose to change the color of this blazing tube of light. Through thought and force, you think of a beautiful electronic blue. You know that it is the protective power of beloved Moira's ray. As your very thought goes forth, every one of these glorious electrons, little beings of fire, wearing shimmering robes of light, holding often within their hands tiny ones of power, immediately become electric blue. And so they stand until again your thought changes, and you call for the pink of Nada's love, and they clothe themselves in that pink and radiate it out to give love. Oh, beloved ones, there is so much you can experiment with through the creative power of your own thought and feeling, in the knowledge that elemental substance is intelligent, it is responsive, it is obedient, and it is delighted to do for you that which is in agreement with the divine plan. How many electrons do you imprison in form of distortion in the course of a day? Then do you see that when your thought and feeling focuses together as they do in a cooperative group or in your own private application, that thought force draws the electrons and the elementals into a constructive pattern, and they rush to obey, for they would much rather be incorporated in your tube of light or into the surging flame of the purifying power that blazes through you to transmute your transgressions than they would to be in a form of battering ram of anger or jealousy, hatred or resentment, which you drive and drive and drive against a person, place, condition or thing, battering their very heads and bruising their little bodies while they are incorporated in those vicious vortices of thought and feeling forms. Yet, because their law and their life is to render obedience to man, they cannot let go. You form a group of mankind interested in the elemental kingdom. For this reason, I choose to draw the veil aside and show you how magnificent may be your service, how lightly you have touched even the periphery of the great activity which may yet be manifested through you as individuals and collectively. In the realm of the astral or the psychic, there are, imprisoned in forms which I shall not describe, so many countless billions of electrons, elemental, intelligent beings. It is your opportunity to release them and let them go back into the heart of the sun, back to the source from whence they came. For you, too, have been among those who have imprisoned them. You may be their redeemer. Then, as you render that service, and as the inner realms in which mankind move are freed from those pressures, again will come that lightness, buoyancy and happiness which was known in the early ages before the effluvia and the mist of thought and feeling of human creation dimmed the light of the spiritual sun, clothed your spiritual faculties in dullness, and made it impossible for you to longer see and talk with the brothers and sisters who are the guardians of this race and who are the protecting presences of the ascended Master Octave.
So sorry, everybody. I cannot believe that happened, but obviously, I guess we were meant to listen to it again without a video. But obviously, I didn't hear the one under, and so that was obviously great Lord Gautama, not the beloved. So next week, we'll definitely have Sanat Kumara. Sorry about that, everybody. And now we will have beloved Terry reading. Thank you, Terry, beloved. This is lovely from the Maha Chohan.
You are welcome. That was what was divinely needed this week. So
probably again, yeah, we listened to it last week.
I know, but yes, I always need to hear that.
Okay, thanks. Thanks, Philip.
Hello, everyone. The outer mind constantly feeds the consciousness with truths, half-truths, and with utter folly. Be alert. The beloved Maha Chohan says, "Beloved children of God, an individual's divine plan is preordained and placed in the accounts of the spiritual archives at the time individualization takes place. When the physical body is formed, the Holy Spirit wires it just as is wired an electric sign for illumination. That wire is the breath, and then on the breath, the life principle enters the body. Within the life principle is the divine plan, and the individual who allows that divine plan to expand the perfect master form is fulfilling his divine destiny. When the seed is prepared to give richness to the world of manifest form, a process of germination takes place, and from this seed comes forth the divine plan of the flower, the fruit, the vegetable or tree, and the whole physical world is enriched thereby. There are approximately 10 billion souls belonging to the human race, each one born to enrich the entire universe. For this reason, a tremendous expenditure of light is projected forth from the higher octaves. Many in the course of their earthly careers have enriched the consciousness of mankind and the human race to which they belong. Many other individuals have been using life to create unlike their divine plan. Now, because the hour of harvest is here, the Holy Spirit is required to bring each soul back to the heart of God and show the fruit of his living. That is why I come, and that is why I have remained with each of you, my children. Every emotion, every thought, every word, every quality that makes mankind happier and richer, and life more beautiful for all that lives, is in accord with the divine plan, just as every petal of the full-blown rose is filled with its perfume and adds to its beauty. On the other hand, every habit, thought, word, and feeling that tends to make mankind unhappy and their burden heavier is not in accord with the divine plan. It is simply a misuse of God's harmonious energy, and no one will be held guiltless in the great accounting. Be not hesitant, therefore, to unfold the radiance of your love, for each of you, seekers of light, have much love to give, else you would not be on the path. The process of blending the outer consciousness with the inner is one of the great joys of my being. I am vitally interested in training these recalcitrant outer selves in the processes of thought and feeling, just as you would be interested in molding the consciousness of a small child. And here let me say that if there were intelligent direction of the child's actions and reactions before that little one had to meet outer world conditions, I firmly believe that the constructive pulsations planted within the consciousness would be stronger than the mass pressure of the conditions of earth. But this is an aside from the point, a mere thought for the day, let us say. There are several doors, excuse me, there are several doors to an individual's consciousness, and one of the most dangerous is the outer mind, which is like a sensitive photographic plate. This outer mind constantly feeds the consciousness with truths, half-truths, and with utter folly. This outer mind is an instrument provided by life by which the Holy Christ Self was meant to direct the process of evolution. It has become so gross and dense that the vibrations from the I Am Presence and the Ascended Masters do not always record upon it. Yet the outer discordant suggestions from the visible and invisible are constantly recorded therein, which set up a condition of turmoil and distress in the outer consciousness. One simple way of knowing which force is using the outer mind is the test of feeling. If the higher self, the ascended masters, angels, or nature divas are playing on the mind, the feelings will be peaceful and relaxed and full of goodwill, and the consciousness will absorb that state of ascended master consciousness, and they will become one. When the outer mind is unhappy, rebellious, critical, and distressed, the consciousness is absorbing a separate entity and is being fed by destructive suggestions. Be ever alert, dear ones, to the protection of the mind from the danger of unseen forces. Man has no concept of the power of his own individuality to maintain an identity amid the thousands of tons of swirling energy that flow constantly in the lower atmosphere of Earth. From that tiny stream of electronic force that flows into a man's heart and animates his body, there is enough pressure of light to keep even the unawakened man prompted from within to a point where he is enabled to pursue, even though slowly, the natural course of his evolution. This is one of the great miracles of evolution. Seen with the inner eye, man's evolution on earth may be compared to a person swimming against the tide in a sea filled with all manner of ferocious creatures, yet having within himself a tiny motor that would enable him to pursue the course toward his goal in safety. As the individual begins to awaken to the divine verities, the pressure of his own divine Christ nature increases, and the electronic light it generates flows through him so powerfully that it gives opportunity even to the most stubborn and ungoverned individual to rise out of the mass consciousness of the human mind, wherein is born all trouble and distress, thus enabling him to express his true God identity. I can sympathize with you, beloved wayfarers, because I have not forgotten the agony of spirit which I too suffered during my own earth journey in trying to manifest that sweet presence in an unbelieving world. My love enfolds and strengthens you, each one, as you call to me for assistance on your homeward journey. Blessings and love, Maha Chohan, April 7th, 1957.
Thank you so much, beloved Terry. Oh, just priceless words from the beloved Maha Chohan. As we know, so important just to manage our minds, isn't it? So this is from beloved Lord Kathumi, and I thought this was interesting because it kind of fitted in with what we were listening to before. So about the this music of the spheres, and so this is what he says. It's from the Masters of Wisdom speak. Perhaps you know that I am now, and for many centuries past, have been very much interested in music. As Pythagoras, I came into a further understanding that each planet of our solar system had a musical tone predominant in its cosmic melody, which tone could be duplicated on the limited scale of the musical instruments of that time. I was appalled to find that, although the theme of every other planet in our system contributed to our music of the spheres, the keynote of the Earth, the planet Earth, whose true tone is F below middle C, was so much off key. This was caused by the radiation from the Earth, by the dissonance released from the discordant effluvia of her people. Therefore, the Earth itself was unable to contribute its natural harmonies to the music of the spheres, and the cosmic melody of our entire solar system had mercifully obliterated this dissonance, so that the cosmic song might not be disrupted by Earth's disharmony. However, the entire cosmic composition was not complete because of the lack of contribution of the spiritual song from the Earth, originally designed and maintained in such love and beauty. Thus, through carefully trained cheelahs, I endeavored to raise the vibratory action of the Earth, allowing these cheelahs to step up their own personal harmony in an endeavor to recreate the cosmic song of Earth. Unfortunately, my endeavors at that time were not completed by me because of certain base and selfish destructive influences in certain live streams who did not know or understand my motive. For a time, these destroyed my endeavors, scattering my pupils and cheelahs and making it practically impossible for me to continue in this training at that time. Now again, I am afforded the opportunity to experiment with individuals and collective groups of interested live streams in recreating the cosmic song of the Earth. Can you not see how very much interested I am in this endeavor? Will you not please offer to assist me now and help in this endeavor to return the Earth to its original harmonious estate, allowing the music of the spheres harmony through you? This will enable me to do my part in establishing freedom's star. Just so lovely and just so wonderful to think about that. And as we know, freedom's star is Saint Germain's divine plan, because his name is freedom in the higher realms. And now we've got this wonderful opportunity to say together this decree for our brothers and sisters that have left their physical bodies and are caught in the psychic and astral realms. So we say together, with mics muted, beloved presence of God, I am in me, and beloved immortal threefold flame of eternal truth within my heart, beloved Saint Germain, while my body sleeps this night, let all the constructive energy of my entire life stream, including that in my causal body, be used to render whatever service is needed in the violet flame temples established in the psychic and astral realms, to draw the full gathered cosmic momentum of the purifying flame of divine love and compassion through every discarnate life stream there. Let all the souls who dwell in those realms be drawn into those purifying temples of mercy and compassion, and there have the accumulated, destructively qualified energies of their life streams purified and transmuted, so that when they are summoned for re-embodiment by the lords of karma, they bring into incarnation only a heritage of perfection and carry in their life streams no miscreations that would add to their own or the world's distress. We accept this done now with full cosmic power, and so be it, beloved I am. And we thank you. And we thank you for this wonderful opportunity to help those ones that have caught there. All right, this is absolutely lovely. I hope you enjoy it. But just this dog, so interesting. Out of all the runners in China, he followed this one chap. Anyway, it's just a beautiful story. I hope you enjoy it.
I was running a 155-mile, 250-kilometre race in China when out of nowhere a little dog started to run the race, and she would choose me out of all of the other runners there. I would just look down and see Gobi running beside me, tail wagging, tongue hanging out, like a big smile on her face. We would sleep in tents at night time. She would often come back into the tent and I could feel her sleeping next to me, and I'd usually wake up with her right in my arms there as well. Gobi ran 80 miles of the race, so pretty much half of the race. There was a few days that Gobi couldn't run, baking hot conditions, and she wanted to run those days because she wanted to be next to me, but the thing is, if she'd have run them, she wouldn't have survived. So at times during the race I would go to help Gobi, sacrificing myself. I love animals, but it goes against everything I'm there to do, trying to win the race. I look at her and she's staring at me with this love in her eyes, and I realized there was more to winning, and this dog and I were really meant to be together. I'm going to look after this dog for the rest of my life. After the race finished, no one ever came forward saying, no, I'm missing a dog. I decided that I'd like to take Gobi home with me back to Edinburgh in Scotland, but she was a stray dog, so she needed to be taken to the vet, and I couldn't stay in China. So a lady said to me, I'll take her to the vet, we'll get the blood test done, and then we'll send her to you. Weeks and weeks and weeks go by, and then the lady rings me and she says, I'm really sorry, mister, your dog Gobi's gone missing. I don't know where she is. I can't look for her. And she hung up the phone.
I've arrived in Urumqi.
I decided to fly all the way back to China, set up a search and volunteer team looking for the dog with the help of hundreds of people throughout the city of over 3.5 million people.
Looking for Gobi, needle in the haystack. Day 2 of trying to find Gobi, and I've been out handing these since 6 o'clock this morning. Day 3, finding Gobi's done. No luck today.
We search and search for days, and it leads into weeks, and then we receive a phone call one day from a man and his son who'd been walking through a park when they'd noticed a little dog following them that looked like the dog in the posters that we've been putting up all around the city. They take the dog home, they ring and say, hey, come round to our house. I race round to their house and I walk in, and there she is. As soon as she sees me, she comes running towards me, jumps up in my arms, starts licking my face. Gobi had been found.
真的是哎，你看看，我刚才叫半天了都过来，一会儿飞一会儿飞，你看它，哎呦天哪！
She's used to the finer things in life now, but yeah, she likes to go outside and get muddy and get dirty, run around and be a dog too. I'm very lucky I get to spend every day with Gobi. Something I really like to do is just hang out with Gobi and just sit in a field or a park and just enjoy each other's company. Gobi's story has touched people around the world. We wrote a book called Finding Gobi, sharing the story of finding Gobi. Gobi doesn't run so much anymore. She's a little older now. We think Gobi is about 10 years old. Gobi was about 2 years old at the race when Gobi was taken to the vet to have the blood test done. The vets looked at her teeth. They thought she was between 2 and 5 at the time. So I went with the age 2 so she'd live longer. I don't know why she chose me. I was very fortunate. It was one of those miracle experiences, I guess. We only have one of these in our lives. This was my moment with the dog.
It's such an extraordinary experience. I mean, I think it must be from past lives or something like that. It's just so amazing. Anyway, that really touched my heart. I just thought that was really lovely. And anyway, so now we have got our wonderful opportunity to say our decree for all our beloved animal, insect, and reptile kingdoms. So we say together, beloved I presence of all mankind, charge your mighty light of mercy and compassion to flow through us all and bring comfort to the animal, insect, and reptile kingdoms. May each human being remember and accept their responsibility as guardians and protectors of this planet's pure and innocent life, until it all is set free and their divine plans fulfilled. We so decree it, and so be it. In God's most holy name, I am. We accept it done, and we thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right, now I'm going to read Beloved Saint Germain. This was also lovely. Truly. All right, so this is from Friendship with the Gods. And Beloved Saint Germain says, in loving dedication to Friendship with the Gods, which is the book, so it was right at the beginning, I have always been a great lover of the association called friendship, for it does not smack of the sentimentality of lovers, nor the over-solicitude of family and blood ties. It is rather an honest sharing of consciousness, love, and the gifts of each one's own life stream, tangible or intangible, according to the estate of each man. True friendship is based on absolute honesty, which requires delving into the inner recesses of the outer mind. Friendship desires the best success and accomplishment for the friend. Friendship is primarily a giving, not a taking. I believe in our realm that the term friendship most nearly describes the attitude of feeling and consciousness among the members of the brotherhood. Even in one's relationship to the I am God presence, within the heart, a growing sense of comradeship and friendship make the association both practical and healthy. I am hoping that such friendships will develop among all of those of you who wish to assist us at this time. Professions of loyalty speed forth from the lips as the arrow is shot from the bended bow. Loyalty of heart is more slowly developed and radiates forth like a gentle warmth of the fire upon the hearth when the first violent flames have kindled the depths of the wood and the coals burn constant and warm and enduring. This is the intangible brotherhood we are praying for among you, the Chilas. Lovely, beloved Saint Germain. And now we're going to sing this lovely song about the violet flame, which we know is really the great gift that Saint Germain has brought to our consciousness, as well as obviously the mighty iron presence. So enjoy the song. Lovely. Bless that beloved violet flame and Saint Germain. Thank you, beloved John. You'll take over now. Thanks, John.
Thank you, beloved Anthea. Now, after listening to all those inspirational readings and messages and some repeats of videos that I think we so sorely needed today, bringing us to a place of tranquility, peace, and calm, we are now ready to make our decrees. As we give our love, gratitude, power, wisdom, and authority to you, our beloved I Am Presence, we say together, Mighty I Am Presence, great host of ascended masters, archangels and Elohim, cosmic beings and great cosmic light, come forth now in all your cosmic power. Withdraw and withhold all power from destructive forces, and individuals with destructive intent throughout the world, right now and forever, whether it is conscious or unconscious. Expose, seize, bind, and render helpless all these sinister forces and their activities until the light has removed them completely, and illumine the source so this may never act again, and raise up to positions of power the divinely chosen leaders. Replace all with ascended master consciousness and the divine plan fulfilled. We thank you. Our tube of light protection. Beloved mighty I Am Presence, beloved Archangel Michael, and beloved Commander Conrad, continually intensify your protective pillar of pure light substance and Archangel Michael's armor of light through and around me, charged with your invincible protection, all-powerful and impenetrable. I am invisible. I am invincible. I am invulnerable to anything but thy almighty perfection. I am grateful we are given whatever added protection is needed, and what we ask for ourselves, we ask for our loved ones, and that which is constructive in all mankind and the world. We thank you. Take a moment and see and visualize that mighty pillar of light, that brilliant blue and crystal light surrounding each and every one of us. 9 feet around us, 3 feet each side of us, thick wall at the edge, stronger than any steel. See now Archangel Michael's armor of light and completely enfolding us, forming an impenetrable pillar of protection around ourselves, this group, our families, friends, and around every constructive person across the face of the earth. All of those standing up for truth, justice, and freedom. God bless, direct, perfect, and protect each and every one. We thank you. Our violet fire decree. Mighty I Am Presence, beloved Saint Germain, and those that minister to the violet flame, come forth now and blaze your cosmic violet fire. Cause a mighty victory for all the world to see. I am the law of forgiveness in cosmic action now. I am the victory of the sacred fire in all its cosmic power. Mighty angels descend with your purple ones of fire and strike them into the center of every place where there has been a history of sinister force activity. Transmute and consume it all, cause, core, record, effect, and memory, and set it all free from that which was never meant to be. Replace it all with the ascended master's consciousness and the divine plan fulfilled. We thank you. be for the elementals. I am the light of God that never fails, purifying, loving, thanking, and blessing, the great directors of the elemental kingdom, and every beloved earth, water, air, and fire elemental for your ceaseless service to me and to all mankind. I am the mighty cosmic light, awakening all mankind to the great intelligence of this kingdom, and remove from elemental life today the necessity for longer obeying the destructive impulses of mankind. And so be it, beloved I am, we thank you. In the name of my mighty I am presence, great cosmic beings and great cosmic light, I decree, I am the presence charging the minds and feelings of everybody in America and the world with Saint Germain's ascended master consciousness and perfection, right now and forever. I am the presence, blessing, illumining, perfecting, and setting all free in service to the light. Our decree for the purification of our beloved earth. In the name of my mighty I am presence, and by the power of the great host of ascended beings, we demand a cosmic living sword of blazing flame, continually strike, strike, strike into the cause and core of all human miscreations, back to the very beginning of time, causing all negative energies and entities in the psychic and astral realms and in the consciousness of all mankind to cease to exist forever, with cause, core, effect, record, and memory, freeing all human and elemental life from that which was never meant to be, and ensuring the psychic and astral realm is no more. Replace it all with the immaculate concept for all life and light substance from the secret love star. Let thy will be done, and so be it, and so it is. Beloved I am, we thank you. Our decree for divine justice. I am the most intensified cosmic action of the flame of divine justice, blazing throughout the world, right now and forever. I am the law. I am the justice. I am the judge. I am the jury. Knowing that I am all-powerful, then I know that only divine justice can be done, everywhere, here and now. Beloved Lady Portia, ensure divine justice prevails throughout the world, right now and forever. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. And now, before we say our final decree, the love, power, and authority of our beloved mighty I am presence, we make that call to you, beloved mighty victory, to fill us with your full feeling of victorious accomplishment, that cosmic feeling of ascended master victory. I am the victory of the light. I am the victory of the light. I am the victory of the light. I am the cosmic flame of victory, which reigns supreme everywhere, right now and forever. We accept these calls, answered as they are made, according to thy will, with full cosmic power, maintained and doubled each instant of each hour, until fully manifest. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. Now, before we place our call to the secret love star, we send all our love, gratitude, appreciation, and deepest thanks to beloved Sanat Kumara for his gift of that beautiful love star that he has placed in the aura of every unascended being. That love star that radiates his love, pouring its flaming substance into our worlds, guiding us and helping to maintain peace and serenity in our worlds. Now we make that call to the secret love star. That tremendous focus of cosmic divine love star, love from the great central sun, shining in the heavens for this 2,000-year period. Supreme light that can never be requalified by human thoughts or feelings. By the power of our beloved mighty I am presence, we say to all human creation, all misqualified thoughts, feelings, and actions, you have no power, you have no power, you have no power your end has come. By the power of our mighty I Am Presence, we invoke those pink and golden rays from the secret love star. We command that they go forth, saturating all life on this earth, in that substance from the secret love star, that supreme light that clears any and all imperfections, limitations, inharmony of any kind, and fills every cell, atom, and electron of our 4 earthly bodies with feelings of love and adoration, peace and harmony, feelings of immense gratitude and reverence for life, kindness, tolerance, charity, grace, unity, brotherhood, and goodwill. One holy family. Beloved secret love star, make each and every one of us a living sun of pure divine love, radiating centers of pure unconditional divine love, so we may bless all those we interact with, every place we visit, and whomever we pass by. We send our deepest love and gratitude to the mighty beings of light who maintain and sustain this great focus of love. We are most grateful, and we give our deepest thanks for this, and the opportunity of adding our light to these calls. Thank you, beloved I Am. Thank you, everybody. Blessings to all.
Thank you, beloved John. And I'm just thinking who'd like to read. Jonna, can you read for us the closing invocation?
Yes, sure.
Oh,
I think Jonna, thanks, Donna. Sorry.
Okay, is that you meant me, Donna?
Yeah.
Okay. Beloved I Am Presence and beloved Master Kuthumi, nourish the seeds planted in my consciousness so that the ideas entrusted to me become manifest flowers of perfect expression in my world and in the world of all my fellow men. Beloved Presence of God, I Am, pour the light of thy great glory upon my consciousness and nourish the seeds planted by the masters. We thank you.
Thank you, beloved Donna, and thank all the beloved ascended ones. And let's just take a moment and just open our hearts and just send love and gratitude to our I Am Presence, to the great ascended hosts, and just for these marvelous teachings and all the life that serves us.